She finally talks to her mother for 5 weeks. You ask her where she is. You begin asking her these questions, and she just wants to talk about the book. She's happy. She's not worried. Doesn't seem upset.
She's always like that. You can even ask my mom. She's the same
Okay, let me
way.
go back to when was the last time you didn't see her for 5 weeks? When was the last time something like this happened where she was gone and you didn't see her for 5 weeks? The last time this happened when?
Never.
Okay, so this is the first time, okay?
This is the first time I've been away from her for more than a day.
Okay. The first time you've ever been away from her for more than a day, and she wasn't the least bit upset.
No.
When you talked to her on the phone.
She wasn't the least bit upset when I
She
talked
went
to her.
on about, she know I miss you, Mommy, none of that. She talked, like you said, she talked about the book and all that stuff, right? That's it?
And when I asked her to give the phone to another adult, to somebody else, she was fine. She was willing to do it, but the phone hung up. She doesn't hang up things.
I want to go through this, and I want you to stop me at the part that isn't the truth, okay? Mm-hmm. You take your daughter and you drop her off on June the 9th, okay, at a babysitter's house, okay? Now, this is a babysitter that lives at this apartment, okay, that's been vacant.
I dropped her off at that apartment,
okay.
at those stairs.
Oh, you just walked her, you dropped her off?
Walked her to the stairs. That's where I've dropped her off a bunch of other times, besides just that day.
Okay, and when you dropped her off, you took her at that point?
Zanny did. She took her.
So you left her in Zanny's care on June the 9th, okay? So far, that's right,
yes.
Okay?
Do you think if you're talking about the last day you ever saw your daughter alive, you could get the date straight? We already have placed little Caylee at her grandparents' around Father's Day, which was the next week. Not only that, out to Leonard Padilla, bounty hunter out of Sacramento, California, scheduled to meet with investigators tonight. Mr. Padilla, we have combed through this thick stack of phone records. Casey Anthony's personal phone records off her cell phone. That is all complete BS. Complete, total, not a shred of it is true. Not one phone call, and this is about an inch thick, not one call in here is to Zenaida Gonzalez. There's no incoming call from Zenaida Gonzalez. Not on that day, not on any day.
That's absolutely correct. She just, made this person up. There just happened to be a person with that name that went to the Sawgrass on the 17th of June, and she's been running with it ever since. I even provided a children's storybook today, which is Double Trouble or something to that effect, and it has to do with Zanny, who was a babysitter for a family, and like I say, I provided it to the FBI agent that's here from Orlando to explain to him that that's where I think she picked up that name of Zenaida Gonzalez. Zanny the babysitter, Zanny the nanny.
You know, it's incredible where all this is coming from. Let's unleash the lawyers. Joining us tonight, Peter Odom, veteran defense attorney out of Atlanta, Georgia. Also with us, trial lawyer Richard Herman in New York. To Richard Herman, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to comb through this inch stack of phone records. No such thing as Zanny Gonzalez. No incoming calls from Zenaida Gonzalez, no outgoing, no nothing. And especially disturbing is when she tells cops, which we just played for you, Richard and Peter, her telling cops with a straight face, she called in, put Caylee on the phone. Caylee was talking about a book she read. That call didn't happen.
Nancy, maybe the phone was in someone else's name. Not everybody has a phone in their own name. I don't know.
No, wait. Before you say anything else, okay, just try and make it believable. Just a little.
Not
right?
Everybody who uses a cell phone has that phone registered in their name.
This is her phone. This is her only phone. All that stuff about a blackjack extra phone that she swapped the SIM card, that was a lie. All right, she said she lost it at Universal. She was at Universal like 4 years ago.
Look, she's a serial compulsive liar. Everything she says is all over the place. She's got blown a fuse.
All I care about is why is she lying about where the little baby is.
She can't tell the difference between the truth and a lie right now. She's gone, Nancy. It's ridiculous. Any shrink will tell you that on her. Dr. Bethany will tell you that.
Peter Odom, insanity is when you don't know wrong from right. If she didn't realize what she had done is wrong, she wouldn't be lying about it. That defense is not going to work.
Well, Nancy, all I can, and I'm no expert on psychology, but I can tell you this.
Well, you better be if you want to comment on this case.
This woman has some kind of a mental defect or disorder.
Don't care.
She cannot tell the truth to save her life.
All right, you know, you guys are very flippantly throwing around disorder, insanity. To Dr. Bethany Marshall, psychoanalyst and author of Deal Breakers, Bethany, the definition under the law of legal insanity is you don't know right from wrong at the time of the incident. If she didn't know what she did with Caylee is wrong, she wouldn't be lying about it right now.
Well, pathological lying is associated with antisocial personality disorder. It's not associated with mental illness like schizophrenia.
Did you see how many boyfriends she had, including 2 cops? She's not antisocial. She's too social.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's a misleading term. Antisocial means lack of regard and empathy for others, but the person with antisocial gravitates towards others as need-satisfying objects. The other thing they do, and
what does that? What?
Okay. It's a double-edged sword. They see others as marks.
Here's some more antisocial pictures. I hope you can see them on your monitor.
Well,
That's her with a stripper pole.
I believe that what happened to Casey is that because of this order, she targeted other people to meet her needs, whether it was her grandmother's checkbook for the routing number, her mother to cook meals, to steal gas and money from her, her daughter to get rid of Caylee so she could have an idealized life, and that the elaborate lying is because she understands on some level that the lying is unacceptable to society, but not because she feels guilty.
Bethany, does she think that Sex in the City is real? That people really live like that? What idealized lifestyle does she want? Enough to get rid of her baby. I mean, I don't know if you've had a chance to comb through these records.
Yes,
but when I look through them and realize there's not a single call in here to or from any nanny. And this is she's conducting her own investigation.
Well, it's all to her boyfriends, her friends, and her mom. And it's all during lunch hour. It's like she's sitting around all day long or at the wee hours of the morning waiting for them to have their lunch breaks. And then she starts calling. And it's a minute, a minute, a minute. It's like she's a serial caller trying to get other people's attention, which is the fundamental basis of antisocial personality disorder. The person doesn't attach to others, but they want all the attention from others.
The police chair is not very comfortable. It's getting way back.
Exactly, I'm not comfortable alone.
I feel like I'm way back. Did the nanny ever take baby to the doctor?
The only people that were on the list was myself and both of my parents.
Did you cause any injury to your child, Caylee?
No, sir.
Did you hurt Caylee or leave her somewhere and you're worried that if we find that out that people are going to look at you the wrong way?
No, sir.
And you're telling me that Zenaida took your child without your permission and hasn't returned it?
The last person that I've seen with my daughter, yes.
We are taking your calls live out to Roberta in New York. Hi, Roberta.
Hi, Nancy. God bless you and your family.
Thank you very much. I'm just,
You're
you know,
welcome.
what sticks in my head, Roberta, is that when Caylee was missing, she was cooking that big pasta dinner for her boyfriend
Without
and just
a fear.
sat there and ate it. If I didn't know where Lucy was this minute, I checked on her during the commercial break.
Yeah, amen. God bless you.
What's your question, dear?
My question is, could it be possible that Casey sold her daughter for money since she has not worked for years, and that's why she's saying that she feels that her daughter is safe, kidnapped, and she really knows who has her daughter?
Mike Brooks, what about it?
You know, Nancy, that's one of the theories that was going around in the very, very beginning. And, you know, is that a possibility? Because her parents say she's either in Texas, Puerto Rico, or Mexico. But I don't think so, Nancy.
Did you check the phone bill? It had been discontinued. Did you see that at the top? It had to be a reconnection fee?
Unbelievable.
She didn't have any money.
No, none at all.